maybe. I don't know. Wishing I got here. Thermal creep is not that good. Ombudsman. As the descriptions do better job than that. Just putting these on. Hey, this looks All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Monogreen Hardened Scales list. I know I have not been playing a lot of actual Affinity lately, but today we're going back to it. So I decided to play a list that Big Monkeys is his name on MTG or her name. I don't know. I'm guessing it's a he, but maybe not. Has been having some success with on MTGO. Yeah, this is the list. I said the last time I played I didn't have a lot of good success with the deck, and he said that maybe in his opinion Interesting is really good, but also we also won 23 lands, and we won a lot of ways to kind of draw cards and sack creatures. So basically put all his ideas into a deck, and it looks to make sense. The only thing I would probably change it would be this for Darksteel Citadels, because I feel they make Scavier Recombiner better, and I'd probably add 2 Mimics instead of 4 Scavier Recombiners, but some people love this. I kind of blame them, you know, sometimes it works really, really well. 23 lands, very standard, but 3 for extra score is definitely not standard. I don't even know 3 for extra score in paper. And 3 Anno Reborn, so we only have, we have 20 untapped sources. We have 11 untapped green sources turn 1 for casting Hardened Scales, and we have 13 green sources in total with Anno Reborn, so that just makes sense. It's what I have done in the past as well. And the rest is just a bunch of far-offs, basically Ravager, Scavier Recombiner, Ballista, Hangover Walker, Iron Worker, the Ozolith. So basically the best cards as much as we can of them. Then on the sideboard, I really like the 4 Relics of Progenitus. I think this is really good right now versus all the Upsal Spells decks, but also all the Uro decks, you know. Like we really cannot outgrind those decks if they're playing Field of Death, because Field of Death just does what Animation Model does, but better, because it's 3 and it's 2/2s. So we really need to find another way to win, and the way I found some success with is Relic of Progenitus basically turning off Mystic Sanctuary, Uro, and Snapcaster Mage if they run it. Sorry. Anyway, Snapcaster Mage if they run it, and yeah, basically those cards are very, very strong, right? So if you get rid of those, then they lose a lot of power. Because the power of that deck is a combination, right? It's not only the Omnath, it's the Omnath with Uro, getting a Mystic Sanctuary, putting a card on top, drawing it, using it, bouncing Mystic Sanctuary, and just, you know, getting out of control. 2 Damping Spheres only, and I kind of been really impressed with. I tried it. I will try this even in the Heated Scales deck. This card is actually really good. Like, the more I read it, the more I like it. For 2 mana, you put 2 counters on a creature, or you gain X life, or a player gains X life, where X is the greatest power among creatures they control. So this is really good against Death Shadow. This is the answer to Death Shadow actually for the deck, because you can make them gain life, basically. So if they have a 12/12 like a 2/2 Death Shadow, you can make them win 2 life and they will die, the shadows, right? So it's really strong. It's an instant. You can put 2 counters, so yeah, for 2 counters you can make a Ballista 3/3, or a 4/4 if you have Hardened Scales, of course. And then you can gain some life against burn, so it's also tech against that. And I saw this, I was running 4 of those, 2 main and 2 sideboard, and I would probably be trying to beat some of these in the main deck, because it's just so versatile, right? And then it's a fight spell, so you can also fight a creature you want to deal with. And if you kick it, and you know, like it's like I would say each individual mod is pretty strong for 2 mana, but if you kick it, so it costs you 5 mana in total, like 2 green and 3 colorless, you do all of it. So you put 2 counters, gain X life, and fight a creature. So you can easily just, basically this card can turn around a game, and you know, it works pretty well with having 23 lands. So I really like it. I would like to play even more of those. You know, I would like to explore playing maybe 2 or 3 of those in the main deck. Torpor, I guess, is for the maybe Upsal Spells matchup. I really don't know what the Torpor is good for right now. I guess there must be a reason, but I don't know. And then one Dismember could easily be another Inscription of Abundance, honestly. You know, like, losing life, like in the matchups where you want to kill things, Dismember is pretty bad. Only humans, I guess. I guess it's good to have a variety versus humans. I don't know. I don't really know what the third. I guess it's for the humans matchup, yeah. And then 3 Gem Razors for the Tron, Control, like any. Like I played that before in some Siddharthas 8 decks, so all those decks, Gem Razor shines. Yeah, if you have not checked out my Modern League Oh, this is the day. Yes. If you have not checked out my modern, what's it called? MTGO intro video. You should. I think it's pretty good. And I also made a Heliod scales guide that you can use if you are interested in playing the deck. I will also just checking that my camera is not out of focus. I will also update the Monogreen deck when Monogreen Hardened scales version, when I have a version that I like. I could see myself going to Lurus with Path to Exile and Luminar Caspian. I also think Luminar Caspian has been a pretty impressive card so far on, in the Heliods, like in the mono white devotion deck. So I think I even tried it once on Lurus, and I think I would probably keep trying it. The same with Inscription of Abundance. Inscription of Abundance makes a lot of sense in a Lurus deck, because we don't have like these 3-drops, right? So it's kind of another way to grind besides Lurus. And if you have Lurus, which has Lifelink, the fight ability can actually gain you some life. So I really want to try the Inscription of Abundance instead of the Dromoka's command in the Heliod deck, because a lot of times for 2 mana, the fighting +1 counter is very good. But like you could easily get the same effect for 2 mana if you just decide to fight, or to decide to if you have the 5 mana, which with the Heliod that you have a lot, then you have a Heliod, for example, you will put 2 counters on a creature, or maybe more, and then you will gain some life, which will give you another counter, and you will fight another creature, right? So that's pretty nice. But anyway, we're playing Monogreen's Hardened scales, and we're on the play. We have 2 lands, Welding Jar, Ancient Steerings. Hand seems pretty good. I'll keep it. I don't know if you guys see, I've finally fixed the light that was on the floor. It kind of fell and it became lazy. Playing into 5 cards is our opponent. I'm not sure if I want to start with a Worker. No Companion was revealed. I don't want to start with a Worker or with an Ancient Steerings. Maybe trying to find Nozzle. I think I like being on the play. I like to make the plays. I say this a lot, but basically, if you're on the play, you want to be, attacking your opponent basically. So putting some pressure here. Okay, mate's it's Barn. Alright, so we're playing Barn. We're playing Barn. I should have played a Welding Jar by the way last turn. It was not that good. Okay, so next turn we can actually walk in Ballista. We can walk in Ballista plus Hangerback. So we can Ancient Steerings plus one of these. I'm gonna play the Hangerback now and hold it down. They didn't have a Goblin Guide, so that's kind of nice. I'm gonna play the Hangerback Walker. That's a very nice thing about them. On the green list is like completely. We only have 3 nurturing pillars that deal damage to us, which they can kill us versus burn. So maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll cut one even. They're gonna Reef Bolt us. Alright, so we're at 17. Eidolon of the Great Rebel. Right. That's of course annoying, but he must nice. I mean, if we found problem is this is a lot of damage. Maybe I could attack, maybe block, and then I can shoot this down, but it's also gonna waste the time. 3 cards in hand. Maybe could Ancient Steerings try to look for a Ravager and set up a kill next turn. Probably that's not a bad idea. I'll take 2 here, but we're still at 17. No Ravager. This score can be kind of nice because it allows you to gain life. Probably that's not a bad idea. I think I'm just gonna pass here and pump this guy. I think we'll actually attack. If they block this, it becomes a 2-2. Or we can play Ballista and shoot this down. This attack is okay. If they block is not the end of the world, and because we already have a 3-3 Walker. Did they play another forest this turn? That was a mistake. I should have played a Nimrod Nexus. Or a Phyrexian Core. Like that was obviously a bunt. Why would I do that? I just autopilot a bit there. It's okay, but I mean it's not the biggest deal, but then if we play the Nimrod Nexus next turn, they know basically that we only have one and not card that we have not revealed. I'm gonna move the counters here and pass. I could have played the Ballista and attacked the Eidolon. That could have maybe been nice too. Mastery Swiss Spear. They take 2. We need to remember that this also kills them, right? Reball suspended. I don't think they attack with anything. Okay, it's a nozzle. We could play a Ballista for x equals 2, and then it doesn't trigger the Eidolon. Why not that play, right? I'll play this, even though I don't love it, to show them so much of our hand, but... I think I'll just wait and block, and we could do next turn. So let's see what they target with the Reball, but they will take 2 from it. And next turn we could pound this Ballista and kill the Eidolon, right? So where are they targeting? They're targeting us. They don't attack. They attack. I'm almost for sure gonna block with a Engawak Walker. Cancel. As I said, if they cast spells, they also take damage, so finding Helix me. So I'm gonna Welding Jar this Hangawak so it doesn't die. And now I'm gonna shoot down the Swiss Spear. Okay, this is lethal. So we play the Ozolith, take 2. We play Hardened Skills, take 2, we go down to 5. We play Phyrexian Core. Put a counter and sacrifice. This will be 5 counters, 5 Topters. There will be 5 counters coming here, 6. We can also just play Scales and Pump here. Shoot down these. So let's see. We'll get a 5/5. 5 counters will be 6 counters moving here, so it will be 7/7. We can shoot down. We will basically take 4 damage, go down to 5, and then we'll be at 6, so we'll die to double bolt. We also just attack them. I could also play Scales, attack, and hold on Phyrexian Core to gain a life if needed. If they block here, we pump. We also attack with this guy, but I like the idea of pumping better. So we take 2 here. I mean, let me count again, but I think it doesn't work the way I want to. So if they block here, of course we pump. They don't pump. Maybe we pump anyway. That's 7. You can always block with Link Moth next. Gain a life. I think we have it anyway next turn, so no need to actually. Hello, Anthony. 2 cards in hand. So you attack with the Eidolon, I'm gonna block with the Moth or even with the. Probably with the Moth. Oh, they don't attack. Interesting. It's the first game. Feels okay so far. So I don't know if I wanna. I'm just gonna pump. Let's see our response for that. Maybe have a Force Charm and Bolt. That'll be the worst, of course. So far it feels good. We can play Bling. We can play this, activate Bling Moth, then we still have 4 mana available. And then we can pump here and kill. Yeah, I like that. Guess I can tap here. So this is 7 damage, so this is lethally, they don't do anything. They block the Ballista. Yes. So maybe, okay, they will take 4 damage here. I could pump, that's not lethal, right? Okay, there's no reason. Crazy. So I could sack or I could pump at this point. Yeah, I will leave it up to sack the Phyrexian score. Yeah, so far so good, man. I mean, we're playing against Burn, so sure. They have had 2 Lightning Helixes this game. That's been pretty hard. Sure. Maybe they have another Bolt. That was a bit too passive. Who knows? Wow, the stop decks. Those stop decks, bro. I should have just gone for it last turn. I probably would have died, right? They had like 3 balls in hand. Yeah. Basically, they were empty-handed. Yeah, but I mean, we have this card. I think it's pretty good in this matchup. Gem Razor can actually kill Eidolon. And it's not a spell cast, it's a mutate, so it kind of works. Scaviar is a bit slow. Animation models. I think Thornguard is actually fairly slow. Maybe I said I will cut an Orchard Pillar, maybe that's fine in this matchup. Yeah, so far so good. I mean, we lost this game, but I mean, this happens, you know, like they had to draw exactly a Burn spell to beat us, and they did. Okay, there's no green mana here, which shocks. Yeah, we cannot keep this hand without green mana. And this hand is good. That's very good, in fact. I can put a Nation Steerings back. They play Warranter, so maybe they just get it with us. I should have probably been a bit more aggressive. It's hard with Eidolon, eh? It's hard versus Eidolon to decide if you want to be aggressive or not. Okay, that's a Goblin Guide. Give me a Land Dealer. I want Ravager. I'm not gonna play the Ravager because I want to block. I used a lot more time than my opponent. I haven't played that many Monogreen skills, and I can feel hard. I mean, I just thought about my decisions a lot, I guess. So they play these. I mean, I'm just gonna play Ravager. Two. Try to kill them next turn. So if they tap out the vet, so land. So rolling guys into Idol Rhetoric is of course the best start they could hope for. We go at 16. We go to 16. They have not used a burn spell yet. Let's see. I mean, they have a second Ravager in hand, which could make it. Yeah, we need one more land to. Yeah, but if they do something, still be like drawing through the Sunbed Canyon or something. I don't think they attack. But we're very surprised. I mean, I'm gonna tap here. If they respond by killing it, so be it. Right. Maybe they have a path, so they maybe have like red here. I don't know what they could have. Weren't there? They need 3 mana for that. Oh, they have where? On Ravager. Okay, take 2. I don't really want to do anything. I think I'm gonna let this resolve. Put the counters here. And then if they have another bolt or something for this, that's they do. Okay, so they have a path maybe, or a bolt. Yeah, they probably have a bolt. So if I draw land, I win. So they don't. That tells me they don't have path, right? I mean, that doesn't make sense. They had a land I could have won there. Can I still win? So let's say an Ancient Syrinx for like a Nozolith. Then I can play Ravager and win. Is they have 11? Maybe a Nozolith or a Welding Jar can do it. I think a Nozolith is the kill, right? Because it will be a 4/4. So I play the or even Llanowar Reborn. No, of course, Nozolith is not a kill because I need a mana. Oh. I could play Llanowar Reborn. Get a Hanger back down. Put a counter onto it, so it's a big dude to block. And then try threaten lethal next turn. Interesting. So that's probably the best line. Yeah, we had the lethal 2 ways next turn like this, so we're still 12, so I don't think they can kill us. Maybe they can, I don't know. Maybe they can. I'm attacking anyway. So let's see what they do. 4 cards in hand. They're 9, so they can only cast 4 more spells, which is enough to kill actually, coincidentally. But then next turn, if they tap out somehow, next turn we got them with Ravager. Another popping back. Oh, that's kind of bad. That means that they maybe have it. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna block here. We take 4, we go down to 8, and then they will bolt. I will block this also to make them... First, not to take damage when I play this, and also to make them use their spell. So if they feel now, okay, now it's free, and just bolt them. I mean, in theory, I can just kill them, right? So I'm gonna play Ravager. So this is 4, 5, 6 damage. I should block the other guy. I should maybe block an then we go down to 6. Maybe they have Lightning Helix, in fact. We can make a lot of blockers with this. So then they cannot tap this, right? So it will be 6 damage. That means they cannot tap that. Then they only have 2 mana left, and there's no way they can kill us with 2 mana. So I could actually just sack here and put it. I'm not gonna do anything. Let them do it first. So this is 6 damage. So yeah, they tap now. Lightning Helix me. That's not gonna do it, my friend. They're gonna eat here. Can eat here. Here. I don't even know at this point. They're 9, right? I don't know why they did that there, but I guess burn player, not very big brain. Yeah, alright, this worked. Game 2, like match 2. So I like cutting 1 pit land. If I draw 3 pit lands or something, I'm gonna kill myself, so that's not the way to go. I think I like this configuration. I like the welding jars. I've been liking welding jars a lot lately. I like Gem Razor because it blocks really well and it can kill the Eidolon. And it's not something that triggers Eidolon, so. I should cut an Ancient. Actually, I should cut an Ancient Stirrings. I don't know what I would put instead, so it's okay. That's not a keepable hand, sadly. Pick up 7. A bit scary. Oof, that's another not keepable hand, I think. You know, what's the plan with this hand? We have a list over 1, turn 2. Good enough. We could hope to draw green source. We have 2 draw steps. We have 1 draw step. We don't have a lot of chance. That's not good. Ah man. Okay, I'm not able to find green sources. Okay. I'm just not able to find green sources, guys. So I have not drawn a green source in 3 hands. Sometimes it happens, I guess. That's not the preferred line. Okay, so they get this guy down. They hit us. Okay, that's another non-green source, but I'm guessing we can just play Iron Worker. Wow, maybe I should have gambled the second hand, but yeah, I mean, it was really thin. So if they have an Eidolon, this is extremely hard. And it looks like they do. They started every game with an Eidolon. That's pretty brutal. Can't really block here. That scales, but we're gonna use it. I need to take damage here, or else I'm just gonna die. So. Yeah. I mean, this is just bad by hands. I mean, you cannot really like 3 hands and not finding a single green source on any of the hands and then drawing the 100 scales. That's not great. Probably attack with everything. So I'm gonna block here. Okay. Okay. Maybe kill is in response of the modeler trigger, but just life, you know. But actually, this is kind of nice for us because we get rid of the Eidolon, and then we can cast the Scrabbier next turn. Lightning Helix, Walking Ballista. Power Street. Okay, this is actually really good for us because we kill the Eidolon anyway, and this misses, so it's kind of nice. We take 2 more from the power spell. I really hoped I could draw a green source, but that's just not happening, I guess. So we just play this guy. I don't know if I'm gonna block, but I'm gonna sack it to itself. If I draw a green source, it would be awesome. Maybe just have a bolt for it. Yeah. So just playing like prowess now. Reef bolt. So he hit us for 2. We go to 12. I mean, that makes me want to wait, you know? It's just completely different game to have a 4-4 ballista than to have a 1-1. So if we don't die next turn, maybe we're in business. Drawing the January Reborn tap, so I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. So we'll take 3 now, go down to 9. They will attack us at least for 2, if not for more. If they have Boros Charm, we'll take 7 damage here. Description of Abundance could be okay. They are white, red, Lightning Helix. Probably. And they draw in a lot of Lightning Helixes. We're going to 6. Okay, we could. Then we are 1 bolt away from dying. So we could actually play scales. Play hand scale. Play this for x equals 1. Move a counter and still have a thing to sacrifice. That plays around 1 burn spell. I mean, this is not looking good. Okay, have Boros Charm. Did not play around Boros Charm. Yeah, I mean, the mulligan to 5 on the draw. This is not. Here it was. We can cast it. Yeah. Not pretty bad to lose to burn. 7, 10, 11. Yeah, I mean, I played 11 sources a million times, and we have ancient strings too. Maybe I should just side it out some amount of ancient strings. I really think this card could be in the main deck. I really like this. Like, Throne is kind of meh. Maybe we don't really need 3 for extra score. I don't know. There are adjustments that can be made to it, but it was okay. I mean, I don't think there would have been there were better lines, especially this 3rd game. 2nd game there were, I'm sure, and 1st game maybe. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I lost the 1st game when I shouldn't have. Yes, it's 4 lands, Ancient Strings, Oscillate, Welding Jar. I mean, they are my. It is a decent hint. Probably bottom a land. Probably bottom a Northern Peatland actually. We don't know we're against burn again, so it's something I'm happy I'm doing. Like this, I mean, this hand is not great, but it has a threat of this animation module, and we can 3 animation module turn 1, right? I mean turn 2. So we'll play Welding Jar first. Since we have nothing to put counters on, we're just gonna play the animation first. Okay, that's maybe Control or maybe Titan. We we could play scales on this. We could also play this tab, make a servo, next turn play scales, these, and make a servo. That's probably the most efficient way. So, okay. Maybe we're playing against Control, or maybe playing against Titan. Brosterman, where are you playing? This could be anything, really. If it's against Control, well, this looks... maybe it's Stoneforge. Okay. Some form of hand control, maybe. Idle Skull. Good for you, I guess, opponent. Okay, so we'll play Hana Scales. We'll play Worker. Yes. No. No. And we need one more land and a Ravager to win. Yeah. Turn 2 Stoneforge is always strong. But we have ways to do it. Not the end of the world. Yeah, Ravager could be an exceptional draw, of course. You also can go pretty wide on them if you play Worker next turn, make servo. Okay, so they want to play Battle Skull here, of course, or put Battle Skull into play, I guess. It's the correct way. Here we can make a servo, and maybe I just better to save this because it kind of wastes mana, right? If I play these and make one servo and that's it. I could also attack with Ingman Nexus. I don't know if that's the way to go. This is a bad pass. So I'm gonna put the Battle Score into play. Then we have 4 mana. If we draw Ravager, we are in perfect state. So yeah, that's Battle Skull, I guess. Yeah. So that's a weird even dude. Okay. Well, we can block these, it's not the end of the world. We can make 2 servos. And of course, I can bounce it and do all their stuff, but it's got much to bounce. I mean, I think I'm just gonna block. If they blow up a bunch of servos, that's fine. So I'm guessing I just put counters here, and then if they kill it, it's pretty. Maybe the path is they get to kill a servo, but they used a path on a servo, right? So not the end of the world. Or not, they just lose the battle score. Gotta love the name Big Monkey. It's Big Monkey, it's not Big Monkey. Sky Glitter. This card is so strong versus us. I think this doesn't help the cause of Hardened skills. They take the Hardened skills. It's fine. No. Not like to it over you. I think I take it. Do you, opponent? Walking. So this could save. So I can You actually play Walking Ballista, make a servo. Tag with this guy. I'll save these to make more servos later on. Well, that's 5 cards in hand. Now 4. 5 mana. First Ballista pretty much sucks versus Cycler Operation. So now they can bounce this. I'm gonna tag with the pretty sure they want to bounce the Red Skull, so it looks like. I have 2 blow sources. Both Scrapyard and Ravager sound interesting here. Also Nozzle. Yeah, we can't. Oh yeah, Spell Queller. That's not too much the worst. Maybe we can kill these. I wish I had this inscription on my main deck. Like, both games would have been awesome. Imagine we just put like 2 counters on the Ballista and we fight the... So they didn't really... It has Death Touch now. I didn't realize there was no cover. What is that? But yeah, this card doesn't help the cost, let's say. Either they can take Ballistas, 100 Scales, you know, main deck, all of that, right? This deck, it's never been a super good matchup for Scales. To be honest. Like, it's not the greatest. I wish I had my Scales still. Okay, let's see what they do. Fairy. Okay, they just equip it. It's only hard to deal with. A 6-time Vigilance, Flying guy. Has a Ravager. Yeah, we don't have anything. Yeah. No path. I think they locked us out of it here, guys. I mean, this is a 6-7 that's gonna keep hitting us. We have 3 cards in hand, and I don't know what we can do to beat this. Fly, so it blocks Influence Nexus. This also acts. Let's save time and go to game 2. I mean, this is not happening. We fell a bit too behind. I guess this is good versus the... I like this. I don't like this so much in the play. Pithing Needle just seems pretty horrible in this. Same with Relic. I think it's worth it. I think Jar is not worth it. This is so. Save 1. Let's save 1 animation mod. Just drawing 2 is awful. And 2 generators. Drawing 2 animation mods. I think I will go for 2 animation mods instead of 3 nowadays, because it's only really good versus like mid-range decks, and we're already very good against them. Because the control decks, they go over the top, and the... Man, touch hands will be... Okay, this hand is alright. So keep 1, 2, 3. Let's put an Nurturing Pillowland back. just doesn't have utility early on, I guess, only kills us. We'll play the Ozolith. But yeah, the fact that they have main deck an answer to every permanent that we control is kind of brutal. It is. There's nothing to. Birds of Paradise. That was not a. I guess they could. They also play Uro, right? In this deck, maybe I should have brought in the. I think it's fine, kind of. Maybe that's at the Fairy. Fairy is not the end of the world. If they tap it, and they bounce, they have to bounce Ravager, or else the Fairy dies, and then this is the counter comes here. Wow, nothing. So what are they holding? Unleak? They shocked that thing. Oh, they have Iceland Coral, right? That's what they have. But why? They could just. I don't understand. They have Iceland Coral and Path to Exile. I guess I could. Iceland Coral will not have life. Will not have lifelink. What is that? And use this if they block. No, actually, I'm gonna play this first. But I'm pretty sure they have Icewind Coral. That's the plan. And I'm gonna fight it with this stuff. Or we can even put the counters on the Ravager, right? No blocks. Okay. Sure. I love this guy. I think this guy's better than I thought. They didn't do anything at all with their mana. So now they could tap for the Jace. That would be amazing. I guess they had a spell queller. They were holding a spell queller. That's what they were doing. Makes sense, opponent. Makes sense. They didn't want to just jam it versus the Ravager. So now I have 4 mana here. Should I Inscription? Should I wait? I could fight and kill this bird, but then they could queller us. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna play Dimension Mod and hold it on for post combat. Maybe they quell us now. No. No quelling. They take it. Should I use this? No. I in fact don't need to make a servo. I could always sack this. Yeah. You know, like I like holding on this interaction. And we actually could present lethal with the cards we have in hand, with the cards we have on the battlefield now, so just kind of waiting. Nothing again. Wow, that's 2 turns of nothing. Of course, I also kept some mana up, but they have not used. The only spell they have cast is Birds of Paradise. So now they are gonna cast something. Uro. Well, and now they could have a Sven Color, right? Yeah. Okay, so we could attack. They could Icewind Coral us. We could Inscription of Abundance. Made the worker fight the Icewind Coral. So also, how would this work if we just... Yeah, I think that's the way to go. They can escape, we don't know. I would like to play these, in fact, so we did a nothing. This is like, smells like a queller so much, right? This smells like a queller. I mean, they have to have a queller. That's why they shot the first turn. They're just keeping it up. They're like, nah, man, I'm not backing down. And they for sure want to queller this. Okay, I'm just gonna pass them. Alright, so opponent 6 mana available. Another Uro. Not the fairy. Well, with the fair is that they can bounce whatever they want, and then we can respond on instant speed, which sucks relatively. We could actually make this fight this and kill these birds. So now if they queller, of course they could queller these and then bounce it with the fairy, but then they're dead. So that's a queller. Do they go greedy here? And they minus on the spell queller? No, they're minusing on the Ravager. So I could make it so they actually have to block the Mod Nexus next turn. Maybe not bad. Like here, 3 counters, bounces, 3 counters go here. Play Ravager. It's actually 5 counters. And if we draw a Lista, we are actually appreciate. So okay, let's do this. I know I'm playing a bit slow, guys, but I haven't played in a while. Okay, so no, in a way they helped us. But don't tell me you have spells now, that'll be extremely brutal. That would be the worst ever, man. You have spells now there. Do you think they have Spellsner, guys? Oh, if they have Spellsner, man. If they have Spellsner, we are in deep, deep trouble. I could actually just activate the Inward Nexus and attack them. Could also just play a high under scales, attack them. This will be 8 count, 7 counter, so this will be an 8. It doesn't kill them, but almost. Wow, do you think they have Spellsner? That'd be incredible. Just gonna play around. They have the spells in man. Good on them. So I'll activating Mod Nexus. We have anyway lethal. We didn't block. Fuck. Ah, we can't cast it because there's a fucking defense. Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah, we can't cast it. Can't because, you know, we have this guy that doesn't allow us to cast things. Oh, forgot. Hi from Copenhagen. And I had forgotten that we, of course, would not be able to cast it. I don't know, man. I guess we just keep attacking with it. No hierarch. Man, I would like to draw Ballista. I don't know why. I'll have the fairy. Hello, Don Rex. Welcome. I think we have a Queller right now, and that'll be. I'm guessing I can do pre-combat, so if they have a Queller, I can just attack and they need to block. I mean, if I attack, actually, no, never mind. Okay, if I put the counters here, right, that will be 6 plus 2, 8. That's 9. Let's do that. Let's attack first. Yeah, path, that sucks. But... I'll block with the birds, I guess. They just have the path. At least we got a land out of this. They can't skateboard. No. Oh wow, one click. They had it. So I think we're in trouble here because they can escape Udo. So they will escape Udo and kill us, basically. Udo. I mean, we still have 8 counters on a nozzle, right? But not looking promising, let's say. Udo does so much. The fact that it rams and gains life, it still is kind of. When people play, they still, you know, I don't even expect sometimes how strong it will be, but it is. I could play scales and move counters. Yeah, I'll try to play scales and Ballista. Well, I could have to play scales and Scrapyard Recominer. Let's do that. Let's play Scrapyard. Next time we jam a Ballista. Maybe. I can't. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this match has never been very good, and definitely it's not the best right now. Funny because the Ozolith can kill like something without even moving the counter, just because it becomes like a phantasmal image. So okay. Wow. So they found this. They can cast if they get Sword of Feast and Famine. Oh, they can. Wow, they have exactly enough mana. Well, they have way more than enough mana, I guess. They can equip it there. will take 10 damage, they gain 3 life, untap all their lands, we discard a card. Okay. I mean, there is no... We have one card only in hand, right? Hey, Ravager could do this? It's an Artefairy. Ah, they will just bounce this. 3 Tefairies in one game. It was not even close, baby. Not gonna lie. It was not even close. I don't know. I don't think this. Definitely don't playing 3 animation models. The card is just not good right now. Just simple as that. I want to play these in the main deck. I want mimics. This is way too slow. Those. I want some caverns or something. I think I could use a cavern. These don't do anything. This should be Darcy Suited thing. I mean, at least I'm putting it to my taste the deck. At least that's how I used to play it. That's just been good. I don't think we won 3 Ancient Strings. This is if I was to play this version. I of course didn't bring in Relic versus them, but with the Stormforge, it feels like if I waste a turn playing a Relic versus a Stormforge deck, they run away with the game. Also, 3 Peatlands. I mean, kind of meh because we don't really have so many lands that we want to sack all of them, right? I don't know. This hand is fine. We can play Animation Mountain 1. Maybe we could even Ancient Strings to 1. Alright, let's hope we draw land. So we're playing against... Ooh, Maid's Inverter. No, we're playing Zmiel. Wow, brutal. So we're playing Zmiel. That means this was a bad start, actually. They do play a lot of removal meal. But I think I need to... I'll Ancient Strings next turn for land. I'll generate around the Ballista. No. Man. No Fight Slam, please. Ooh, another crap. This is not good. So Mila 6. I will just say always yield to both of them. The awesome. This was not effective. I just file push this now. Yeah. Shoot you for 1. I guess I get that. I don't know what is better. Maybe Rex's score. Let's hope they don't have another removal spell. And if I goes over 3, I'm gonna up the leak. And I pretty sad. I don't know. I haven't been able to win lately because maybe I'm just not playing it well. I'm sure I'm making lots of mistakes. But also, at least I've been playing it. They haven't been feeling so good. Like, okay, I don't know removal spell. Okay, so we're getting 38 cards deep. Let's say, well, 28 now. Is it like playing this? Playing this. I mean, next turn we can find a ballista, sack the scabbard to itself, move the counters. Something like this, some kind of playing. Kill a ruin. That's 2 triggers. So we have 15 cards left. I mean, I don't even know if we have any ballistas left, that's the thing. We don't have any ballistas. Let's go have basics. I didn't see my deck, but it doesn't look good. Not beating them. We ain't beating this. I kill their crabs and relic is so bad. I want to kill their things. Jar is good because they have so much control. Animation mode is too slow. Same with Throne of Death. This is pretty slow. I mean, this can kill the mesmerizing orbs, but other than that, it's kind of eh. I could also add some extra. Maybe I can just have the ancient strings. At least go 62 cards and you're playing 23 alliance. Maybe that's okay. Yeah, matchups like this where you really miss the metallic mimic because we're not a fast deck, you know. Like we can't possibly put a lot of power down turn 2. It's not possible. So versus like combo decks, we have a hard time. I don't even know this matchup would not have changed anything with the hand we have. Cat. Maybe, you know, you play Mimic and Ballista, and then they Fatal Push the Ballista, and but at least you have the Mimic, so you can put counters on it, I don't know. And do some stuff, you can start attacking, but without this, it's kind of... This has been hard, man. Hard game. Hard leak. I mean, okay, we can kill the crabs. We can have a ballista. We have a welding jar. We have a gem razor for later. Okay, I mean, this hand should be okay. Also, no guys blessing on the sideboard means that this matchup is not B-win. Bridge. I go like this, and I mean, if they don't play a crab, maybe I'll just hold on. Okay. If they didn't play a crab, I will probably just hold on the... I could play a ballista, and if I draw a green source, then I could... If I draw a green source, I could gem razor onto it if they play a mesmerizing orb. Play guys. Life doesn't matter in this matchup, of course. I mean, I don't know if there's any way they could win that's not milling. But yeah, if they play a crab, I'm gonna dismember it and I'm gonna attack. Okay, that's not a crab, I guess, because they would not have played Fetchland. Gleams of the Unthinkable resolves. Bale also is a really good in this matchup. Redraw. Ooh, that's hard skills. I would rather hold on to this member, I think. So I'm gonna go in for 1 damage. Bad explosive. Green source, man. Also, 11 sources and Gem Razor are not the biggest friends of each other. You know, like, no matter how you slice it, this is not a deck that consistently casts Gem Razor on top. Which means it doesn't have to. They have not played. Alright, that's a Ravager. That is pretty deep. So this could be 4-4-6-6 Ravager, put counters here. That's 7 counters, 8, yeah, it's almost lethal. But I'm not gonna do it because they have a think they can do. You can actually also non-modular into the, so yeah, into Gem Razor, so gotta be careful with those. So I'm just hoping for them to tap out at some point and then we just kill them. I play a bunch of craps. Because then next time we could sack this as a 6-6. Alright. Opponent not in the business of tapping out. I still have 34 cards in our deck, so well. Gonna play this Hardened skill. And I'm gonna go to combat. And I'm gonna hit them. Deck is activating bring my Nexus. I will eat it. So the mash. So now we have lethal on board. If they tap out at some point, because we can. My friend, you're not realizing the power of the Hardened skills players. It's a trick that will not work for you. No, 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 no. We win, not you. They realized. Hello, Capsir. Yeah, I mean, Megansk is not the strongest it has ever been, but still strong. I'm guessing these are too slow. I would rather have relics. Relics prevents all that nonsense, so maybe it's good. Rolling Jar was amazing. I got one. I can keep. Yeah, I think 60. I always bring in like 63 cards versus Meal. I don't know if that's correct or not, but please. You guys think I am 0-2. Brutally brutalized by Stoneforge and by Barn. I mean, games were close. I mean, you can't complain. I love this hand. I just hate to put a land back. On the draw. Okay, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, guys. Risk it for the biscuit. So that's a crap. Please, Mr. Crab Boy, don't kill us. Oh, excellent. That is what? That is already like 12 meals in turn 2. Insane. Don't even meal it, just wait. They may have another crab. You're just late to the party, my friend. So we play Hanging Walker. Pasta. Maybe they actually have a. I don't think they have a counter spell. But they just will Fatal Push it, I guess. Oh, wow. They play this? Insane. And we're just getting destroyed here. We only have 35 cards left. 27. Okay. Our plan here, guys. Plan is, we kill them next turn. You know, it is simple. Come on, baby, tap out. I mean, do we have 2 cards in hand? We have 12 cards left, so they have 1 card left in hand. Will this be a removal spell? What do you think, guys? I will never know. So we're going all in. There is very little we can do here otherwise, so did they have a fatal push for the Ingmar Nexus and we die, but we are at 11 cards. So needless to say, ain't looking good. Okay. Mill some more. Did they? Actually, I'm doing 1 extra just. Oh my god, guys. Hardened skills. Looks like we did it. This doesn't have reach or some bullshit, no, right? Go ahead, Inmod Nexus. Infect the crap out of them. Yay! 1 and 2, baby. I mean, they almost mill us out by turn 5. That must be a fucking record, man. So, I mean, all the games, it's at the Stoneforge game, and I think that's a bit to do with how the deck is built a bit. Okay, I'll be right back, and I'll explain that. Oh, shit. So 1 and 2. Let's see, I mean, this league can still be salvaged. Magic's 28. So we play skills turn 2 with a worker. It's not the end of the world, these hands. We could also draw an untap source. Depending on how, we could also play animation mode turn 1. I'm playing against Meal again. Okay, maybe some soul tie bullshit. We're gonna do this. Oh, I should have played this. I'm gonna play this now. Come on, babies, let's get them. Alright. So, yeah. Next turn we can animation Sultai. That is me, bro. Weird, an Sultai deck is not at 13 life already. They take the Hardened skills. This allows me to place Caviar next time. And tap. Right. We'll attack you with my servant. They most likely have removal, but it doesn't matter because we have welding jar. Cool. Alka has a Scrapyard Recombiner that combines pretty well, no pun intended, with animation module. Alright, so we have Fatal Push, we can welding jar our boy, our hero here. They concede. This is a 1-2 bracket, it's people are like very close to like nervous breakdown. So we are again some sort of Sultai business. I'm guessing this is good. And I don't know if they play any creatures, so I'm not gonna bring in Maybe we don't need 4 relics, maybe 3 is enough. This is good, this is good, this is good. Maybe we can cut one of these and a couple of these. Just to make the deck, you know, like... grind. Interesting game. I have a feeling the opponent uses the graveyard. So they only saw Thoughtseize and a concession. So kept greedy hand, I guess. They're playing Braska, so most likely like maybe some Uro deck. You know, guys, I bought some nail polish for my girlfriend, and now I'm getting all these messages to my email saying, what does it say? Need to revamp your nails? I don't know. What do you guys think? So, what is this hand doing? It's a turn 1 worker. It's a turn 2 Thermogeth. It's a Yona Waterborn. Okay, this is alright. I mean, especially against the Thoughtseize deck, I don't want to go down to cards. This is a... we're hiding the strongest cards in our deck, so they cannot be Thoughtseize. That's the plan. That's the plan with this hand. Guys, like... beautiful hands. Model hands. Ion. All mana fixed for the rest of the game. I could play with Arrow on that, but I also could save it for when I draw an animation module. Oh, we're playing in some Sultai control, in fact. Do they have Icewind Coddle? I guess we could always well jar this and well. This makes me think Icewind Coddle. No. Coddle. I'm gonna play Thermogeth. Maybe Mana Liquid, maybe Remanent. I mean, it's bad, but it's not good. 2 mana for 2 mana, I guess. I could also not play into it, but... maybe I could attack with Ingram next. Okay, now I'm not gonna play into it because I don't wanna... oh, I almost missed. I don't wanna... Ravager. Alright, boys. Oh, this is a hard matchup. So it's an Uro deck. You also play Field of the Red, I guess, with this card. Didn't realize they had played a Snow card first. Maybe play Sharpphone? I'm not pulling ahead, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna aim this thing, see what I find. Relic opportunities could be good, and animation model could be good. Yep. Any order. No point playing any of these right, so jam. Maybe that mana leak, it will not matter if we have played the second first. But now they don't know if we have a second line, so if we have a second line, we can play a Ravager. They're playing in some Sultais bullshit deck, Field of the Dead, all the cards, you know. And first game they had the most common loss this decks take is that they lose to their mana base. It happens quite often. We play an animation module. I mean, I'm very happy with this, man. 3 mana for 1, and yeah, dude, go ahead. So, of course, that's a card that helps us win the game. No, needless to say, but okay, we have some gas here in terms of cycling. We have Fatal Push. I'm just gonna pull in jar. It's beauty with lures and welding jar. It's just like keep bringing it back. Nice. Okay, they have another final push. That was an expensive turn for our opponent. Holy shit, man. You spent a lot of cards this turn dealing with very little. Why wouldn't you not do Thoughtseize first? I mean, are you looking for intel? I guess we can just play this for x equals 2, right? So we're gonna hit them where it hurts. There, worker, you know where. You know where it hurts. Then I'm gonna play Hangover Walker. Look at my top deck ability. I told you guys we're hiding our good spells from them on our deck, right? So the Thoughtseize would not hit it. There's a clear example. So that's an Udo or Hour of Promise. Oh, now it gets complicated, right? So I mean, if we draw a Ravager, we won. That was a nice top deck for them too. I'm gonna start by drawing a card. That is indeed a Ravager. Let's make math. So we activate Immod Nexus. Play Ravager, activate Immod Nexus. Stack here, comes here. That will be 2 counters. This will be... Okay, let me count. So these will be 4... This will be 5 counters here and 2 here. Stack here, 3 counters here, 5 doctors. There will be 8 counters here. Damn it, 1 card short. Man, imagine this was Darksteel Citadel. Imagine this was a Darksteel Citadel. We will win right now. We play this. Tap, Ravager, Ingmoth. Stack, it's a 2. Stack, it's a 5, it's a 3. And it's 5 more, 8. Damn it! If this was Darksteel Citadel, we would have won right now. Right now, people. I mean, we can steal... I guess we can just steal either attack with Malignant Nexus, take advantage of it, or pump here and then make a bunch of top tiers. You also attack with both. Probably they just block, right? Okay, so I will play the Ravager. Okay, they just concede. No, man, you miscounted. We were 1 short. Alright, so we are about to salvage this league. We beat Sultai, Uro Control, which, yeah. They top deck that Hour of Promise. That was kind of a nice top deck. They're like, fuck, this guy draws everything. Flip your table. Go crazy. So we lost a Burn, we lost a Stormforge, which is, I think Stormforge has never been an easy matchup. Like Queller, basically Queller counters our whole deck. Oh, this hand is just, nah. We're mulliganing, guys. So we are mulliganers. This hand is alright. I guess we can... bunch of stuff. To put this back. We can go turn 1 Yanova Reborn, turn 2 Hangavak, turn 3 Anxious Settings Hangavak. Depending on what kind of deck we're playing against. Where is the final boss, guys? Is it burn again? Are we getting burned 2 times in a row? It's not bad. Save this for later. Are you gonna burn us, opponent? Or what are you doing? Ooh, that looks a lot like burn. And if this is burn and they didn't cast a turn 1 spell, I'm highly happy. Oh, is it the shadow deck? Are we getting shadowed here? No, it didn't have Lurus. This must be burn. It is burn, it just didn't have a turn 1 play. Why wouldn't they? I mean, I just don't think there's anything. Alright, we just turn late. We just play Hangavac. Okay, we're playing Reburn again. Let's see if that works. If we can make it around. Yeah. I take 2 damage willingly. Not because you tell me to. And pass the turn. So opponent cannot attack now. I mean, ideally, what we would like to do is maybe play a second Hangavac, pump this guy, then eventually play Ravager, and also even just go ham. They shock, they all like. Sing Blaze, okay, so they will kill this. Doctors though? Maybe they bolt something now. I mean, I will bubble block this guy, no questions asked. I guess they could bolt one of, I mean, I saved 3 damage if they bolt one of these, so it's still worth it to do this, I think, even if they bolt. If it doesn't bolt and this just dies, not bad, you know, we had 14, we are ahead on life actually. Let's see what the critic says. Doro! That's what they say in Yu-Gi-Oh! Guys. You guys watched it. Orionatan. Doro. Okay, I think that was not a bad turn last turn. So now we can play Dano Reborn Tab, Ravager. Maybe have another Eidolon, but it's not legendary, right? You could have 2 Eidolons in play. Bolt us. Okay, we need to really speed up the I'm gonna kill you kind of thing. Draw card. No. Whoa! Wow, that's brutal. That's very, like, that's a strong hand. Let's say it, to say it mild. There's 2 cards away, but they have a Sunbaked Canyon. Oops. That's a scary as hell. I'm guessing the play is here. We play Armor. So we are dead. So they draw 1 card. So we could attack them with Blink Moth, put them to 12. They will draw a card, draw 2nd card, bolt us or whatever. So they need to draw bolt. And then if they don't have bolt, we can play Ravager next turn and maybe kill them. Maybe kill them with the Blink Moth. This sounds very tough, but I think that's the best line. So we will attack now with a Blinky Boy. Hit them for 1. What a hand I am, man. 2 balls, skew the critics, I don't get rebels, and basically everything. And they have value here. We don't talk enough how good these cards are. Like I think it makes both even the Taxes deck and the Helio deck benefits so much from Sunbaked Canyon and whatever. Like Horizon Canopies, those cards are great. Like, they're just so good. So if they attack, I'm gonna of course block. I mean, they're going and these guys are not afraid. So okay. They're not even drawing first, they're just like, yep. Maybe they have a bolt in response, no. I'll make 2 dudes. Am I dead? Yeah. Okay, no cards in hand. No. Think we got this? No. So they cannot possibly do anything, like have 0 cards in hand, right? So, I mean, okay, double Ravager. I think this is lethal. It's 15 damage though. 2, 3, suck. Ugh. Math is hard. I think the best line is to play Mod Nexus. Play Armor Ravager. we could take advantage of the buck. So we play a second Ravager, we sack here, we sack 3. It'll be a 3/3, we sack the other Ravager to this. It'll be a 4/4 sack Ravager. I think this could be enough. Maybe not. But then they still need to draw something. So I could look for a ballista, in fact. Okay, let's make the math. So we play second Ravager, we sack, we sack with the Ravager, this is a 4/4. 4/4, we sack it to the Ravager, it's a 2/2, 4 counters come here is at 6. And 4 counters come over this Ravager, so it's a 6/6 as well. Sack Ravager, move the counters here, 6 counters come here, and 4 come here, so that will be a 10 counters here, and 4 that just move, 6 that just move. Okay, that's lethal. Sweet, so no need to, now we just need to perform. Hardest thing, everybody knows. So we sack here, so this is the line, guys. Check this out, take notes how this is working. My opponent is also a Ravager player and he's something. We activate Blingmod Nexus. Again, this could be a Last Citadel and make it easier, but yeah, this Blingmod Nexus or Blingmod Nexus with top deck is actually the key to the game. So sacrifice. And we sack one of these because every time it moves around it will be extra counter. So now we have a 4/4. One is counting. I'm pretty sure they're counting too. I think this is 16 damage. So we sack this Ravager, move the counters over here. Actually miscounted by, oh no, it's the same. It's good. Okay guys, I hope you're taking notes here. And I hope I'm not messing up, but no. I am not. So double Ravager and Ozolite is quite the combination, as you can see. They could have not attacked. Are you not entertained? Isn't this why you watch the stream? Are you not entertained? Hell yeah. They made a mistake by attacking there. I don't know why they did that. But I guess it worked out for us. So, burn. I don't have that many options. I don't have that many good cards versus them. I guess I can bring a Gem Razor. I guess Gem Razors kill the Eidolons. Here we get to cast them. That it's low, but so is the Scrapyard Combiner, and I don't want to bring this member versus them, right? So yeah. Burn got, I think Inscription. I mean, the more I'm reading this card, the more I'm liking it. It just made for our deck actually. I even bought the copies in paper, which I'm not gonna get to use until 2021 or something like that. Hey, so I have them over here. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know if I put them in the album. Maybe I just thought they were too bad, and then just put them in the pile. Ah, they are on the pile. God damn it! I'm changing my mind. I'll go find them. I don't know where they are actually. Yeah, I live surrounded by magic cards. You should too. Alright, what is this hand doing? So we have turn 1 interesting, turn 2 Hangavac. I mean, we have a lot of blockers, and I think that's as good as we get. And maybe we reap 100 skills, and then we are the happiest guy. It was so weird that we didn't do a 1-drop. Like, not even a bolt. Like, they could just bolt me. Like, come on, like, big guide. Come on, give me a land dealer. Nice job, buddy. We have nothing else to do with the mana, so might as well just ancient searings. Ooh, I get the Throne of God. Wow, sounds very bad. Demon Nexus is fastest skill, and Throne of God doesn't seem that good, and animation module seems very extremely slow, so yeah. We were one card away from the Hardened skills. Yeah. This game's not looking good. Oh, we actually need to discard to hand size. This is not good. Yeah, sure. We are 2-2 right now. Playing for a precious 3-2. I love my 3-2s, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, one prefers to... It's a good thing we have our gem races in our deck. What do you guys think? I mean, this is not killing us, so it's not the end of the world. Golden Jar. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this. Play Hangover Walker. And then we will block and jar and then put a counter on it. And we will just wait until we draw Gem Razor and then we do like... But we don't have a lot of time to... They bring in Rest in Peace, man. Some corpses the Golgari cannot claim. Some souls the Orzhov cannot shackle. Some of them rest in peace, guys. Rest in peppers. So 3 mana for our opponent. I'm gonna attack and block and Welling Jar. Simply we cannot keep just taking damage. It's a land, it's always nice. I'm gonna block, say okay. I'm gonna jar. I pass. I mean, we prevent 2 damage. I mean, if they bolted now, oh, the same place. Oh, that's painful, but at least we prevent 2 damage from this, so you know, what am I saying? Ooh, this is nice, but we don't have a way to put a big creature in play, but maybe it is. So this thing can still eat things. It's just kind of modular. This could be multi-key card. Oh, that'd be a line. Like we play this now, like that. We play Hangar Walker, and I'm pretty sure we just block. Then we play Immortal Nexus next turn, play a 2-2 Ballista or Ravager Ballista, most likely 2-2 Ballista. Then the turn after we multi-kick this stuff and we are off to the races. I got a block here. I mean, if we do exactly Gem Razor, this is a bad line, but that's weird. Should I bait with the Ravager? I'm just going. I'm going in, guys. So that's my plan. Walking Ballista for X equals 2. Next turn, Inscription, not even next turn, whenever they tap out of something. Inscription of Abundance, put 2 counters, fight and gain life. Gain 4 life, kill this, and have a 4-4. And then we draw a Gem Razor right after, right? Union Fate. And if they bolt this, we just shoot this down and we're still alive. And we may can do this later. This can eat things, so we need each other, like bros. Also, it also helps in this situation. Also, it's so good versus Rest in Peace. Force Charm us. Sure. So what I'm gonna do is if this survives a whole turn cycle, fetch. So if this survives the Photon cycle, I'm just gonna play Northern Pillar and pass. I'm not gonna block now. We may die because we take 2 and then they charm us. We only have 2 cards, so they need to have Bolt and Charm exactly. And you know, we need to win the game eventually too, so that's a worker. That's not the best. Versus Rest in Peace. So they have Charm and Bolt exactly, we lose, but if we not, we may be in a good shape. So I guess I'm just gonna attack them. So this puts 2 counters. And we have exactly the right mana we need this. This card is so legit. I like this card more and more the more I play it. Like, okay, it borrows Charmas. Should we do it now? Maybe maybe just try to bolt us. You got impatient. Choose target creature, please. Choose target player, me. Choose target creature you control, fight. Choose target you control, you don't control, fight. You got impatient, opponent. Kicked! He has another bolt. Ooh, got that to 6. Nice. He's like, nah, I got you. No, you don't. Gem Razor now. So there's 2 options on how to play this. We either play these Scales and Ravagers and shit, and we just hope to kill them next turn. They have 1 draw step. 1 draw step. I could also try to find another inscription by sacking here. So if I pump this, this will be a 6/6 sack. Then don't need to pump now. Actually, I really like the idea of drawing, seeing what's up. Okay. So I guess we play Scales. We play Worker. We play Ravager, and we just hope they don't draw a thing. So we have blockers, so they could only have like a bolt. Only spell works here. A land is a whiff. Ah, come on. Really? We are so close. We got them with the inscription, eh? So we won the 3rd Gem Razor over the 3rd Scrapyard, that's for sure. Shaman's good, Thundercat is good. Bro. So close, so close. This inscription. I mean, it's funny because if they had just attack first, then we were dead because they could just cure us. This one is good. There's Ballista, there's Ravager. So we start Scales and then we see. I have 3 Gem Razor in our deck and we have 2 forests here, so we withdraw it. We can, if we draw this on a land, we can cast it. I would like to draw Hangavag Walker actually next turn, so we could put it into the way of a Golden Guide. One is really thinking about this decision. Come on, baby. Burn took us away from the winning streak just starting. Let's see if we can give it back to them. Man, it's raining the whole day. I was planning to going out, having a walk and stuff. It's just been raining the whole day. So opponent mulligan finally. So that's a good sign, you know. They need one more card. So draw needs 7 spells, right? I told you that's what they say. So we play Scales. Next turn we could even Worker and Ancient Steerings. Depending, because if they play a Goblin guy, they want to block it, and maybe just Worker is better. If not, I mean, if this Ballista survives, they are fetching. Maybe they Rift Bolt or something. Relic of Progenitus. This is a terrible card versus me. This is horrible, man. What the fuck? Come on, Born player. You know better. This does nothing. A 0. I have this card in my deck. Relic is on my deck, and you shock for it. Wow. Wow, opponent. You wowed me. Wow. This is also kinda nice. You could play Scales and Worker. They could have went there. But if we play Ballista... I mean, if we play Ballista and we draw a line next turn, we can win the game. Because then we can play Worker and Ravager, and that's lethal. Even because they also altered themselves here. So opponent is at 5. I mean, they could have a removal for it, but then, you know, we just grind them. Okay, let's see what they do. So if we draw land... Oh, they even take more damage. Could exile their own card. Maybe they have a Searing Blaze, but then we can deal 2 damage to them, so that's something. And then if we draw land, we can Ravager and Worker. Searing Blaze. Alright. So should you pass it on? We take 3 steel, sadly. Okay. Relic is not good. It just doesn't do what you think it does in this matchup. You think it does a Rest in Peace, but it's more like a 0 thing. It's a cycling. Yeah, you can count this as a 2-mana cycle. Basically. I'm not playing Lurus, so... Oh man, just resolve the spell. Nothing to do it. Dang. No land, instead we play that. So I need to hit land drops. So I'm gonna play the Ancient Steerings now. Wow, Hangover looks very promising here. But I think we won this, any order. Then we can play Hardened Scales, this, and I mean they haven't had an attacker yet, so they actually need to top deck a Goblin guy or something. Okay, never mind. They did find it. So they Boros Charman, we go to 11, Shoreman, I mean 13. That's what they shot, right? They might have drawn this later because there's no point in shocking here if you're gonna draw this too. We could play Ozolith and Ravager. Or both. I'm gonna play both. Okay, I like playing. I'm playing Ravager and to make a servo. I actually like playing this. Next turn we. So now we have 2 things we can eat, so we can play around Double Bolt on the Ravager. Okay, maybe draw. You should always draw first, but maybe cycle this. Lining Helix us. Okay. 1 card left in hand. Cure the Critics us. No cards left in hand. I think we have successfully won this game. Even attack. Opponent does not know how skills work. Holy shit. I'm gonna block. Actually, I don't even need to block. You take 3, we're down to 2. We play Ozolith, sack. Actually, would rather not block. Nothing they can do, right? They can exile this. No. Nothing. 0 cards in hand. Right, so yeah, we don't block. So we'll play the Ozolith, sack here, make 2 servos, and yeah, we're gonna make a billion Ravager. No point in counting, but basically, even if we didn't have the Ozolith in hand, we sack worker, we sack the worker to here. That will be 3 counters that come in, so it will be 8/8, and then and 11/11, and make 2 servos. Yeah, this is just super lethal, man. We survived. He's wondering why we didn't block. Maybe this is... We play this. It's always better to make them feel like you... Now they will do the exile your graveyard kind of thing, and they will be like, it doesn't work? Sure. That is 25 Ravagers serving for the win. Indeed, Relic doesn't do what you think it does, mate. And I'm sure he was staring at his bolt and something in hand. Alright, 3-2. Not bad, not bad. The games we lost, I mean, burn is hard. I saw a deck with 2 of these on the sideboard and 2 in the main deck, and I think that deck is... let's see, what we would play. What would I do if I was to rerun this? I didn't like the 3-fit score. I just think they... You know, you have time to draw them. I like the 3 Llanowar Reborns. The 3 Pitlands, I'm not a fan. Or like, I mean, they were good at some point. I guess they're fine. But with so many things to use mana on, I think they could be a... Oops. That was a Pendlehaven. They could be a forest, basically. So you have 8 forests. You know, less damage. Even though we have inscriptions, I think it's good to not hurt yourself right now. Then jars are good. I think ancient steerings, I mean, 3 is good, but at the same time is... How to say it? It's bad. Like, when you have 3 and you draw too many in one game or 4, it just feels a bit bad. So I think like this will be my main deck going forward. Sideboard. I think needles, I'm guessing they're for the Belcher matchup. I don't really see any reason to have them other than that, right? Because I guess they're decent against Desert Taxes. You can name Bile and you can name... I mean, I guess they're decent in general. Damping Spheres are good. I don't know what is Dismember. It seems kind of bad. With inscriptions, I think we covered. And what did I miss? I missed something versus the control decks, but I don't know what could that be. I think the relics are that card. I just didn't draw them. Slash didn't. Yeah, I just didn't draw them. Gem raisers are really nice. Pithing needles, torpor opposite member. I think I would put a third damping sphere just because the combo decks can be actually quite hard. And this is like basically our removal and our way of dealing with this. I think this makes a lot of sense as a removal of choice for the deck. Because I mean, of course, when you get to 5 mana, it was amazing. As you saw that game, it was a pity we lost that game versus Burn because it was such an awesome ending. Of course, it was a misplay by our opponent, but you know, when this goes all together, you gain. Like in that case, we ended up with a 4/4 ballista. We killed the opponent and we gained 4 life. We killed the creature and we gained 4 life. That was amazing. Yeah. I think this is the sideboard I would have. This for humans. The inscriptions is also great versus humans. You know, of course, you can kick them, they're great, but even if you cannot kick them, maybe I could see one of these inscriptions being a dismember, as it was in the original list. But I've been impressed with this card. The X life, man. Imagine you have like a 10/10 ballista and you get 10 life. Jesus, like you go out of reach of everything. So, and it's an instant which I really like, and unlike Invigorating Surge, for example, it only costs 2 mana, and then it can scale to cost 5 mana and do everything. And, you know, you don't have to use it as to book counters. You can use it to fight. You know, there's a lot of utility in this card. I really like this. I think this is really strong. 2 Ancient Stirrings only, but I could see myself playing 3. And 2 animation models. And the reason for 2 animation models is like, if you look at the Goldfish for a second, look at the deck. So this deck, we cannot really beat with animation module because they have Feel of That. Feel of That does animation module on asteroids, basically. And it does 2 a turn, and we just lose. Not counting Uros and all the rest. So we don't really beat that deck with animation module. This deck, animation module doesn't really, sometimes works, but you don't want a lot of them because it's just kill you pretty fast. So again, not the dream versus humans animation module. Versus this deck, it's probably where the animation model is the best, versus the Azorius Control or Jeskai. I don't think this deck is as popular as they're putting it here, but maybe this. This is the challenge I've already seen. Oh no. Wow, the Board of Devastation won. Jeez. You can win with everything nowadays. Then the Shadow matchup, I don't think you have time to play animation module. I mean, animation module is good, but again, imagine you have a hand, you draw 2 animation module, you have 2 animation modules, and it just basically, you know, it's a card that becomes better like turn 4, turn 5, turn 6, and then you have time to draw it, or animation module into it, or like, sorry, Ancient Stirrings into it. Copycat, animation module does nothing. Pithing Needles are very good in this matchup. Heliod, animation module does nothing, because we just kill you, right? So not really the best. Oh, nice. Another Heliod actually went top 8 with this. Jesus, man. Great. 2 Auric Champions, 3 users. Yeah. I'm guessing you can mess around with the numbers. That's kind of, it looks fine. It looks like the same deck I've been running. So Heliod, you can, animation model doesn't do anything. Death and Taxes maybe does something, but Death and Taxes actually is, I don't know how good of a matchup it is with the Skyclave apparitions and the flickering of that. But Death and Taxes, I mean, I guess we're fine, but just the Skyclave is. Dredge animation model does nothing. Fleet's animation model does nothing. Titan does nothing. Tron does nothing. Amulet Titan does nothing. Burn does very little. That's why I'm thinking 2 animation models is the way to go. And I could even see going myself to 1. Maybe putting 1 on the sideboard, cutting a relic and putting 1 on the sideboard and putting the 3 ancients. I like the idea of playing 2 mimics, 2 scrapyards. Better than playing. Scrapyard was fine, I guess. Better than playing 4 scrapyard just because the speed, you know, sometimes you just need speed. In not a lot of matchups, but in some matchups, especially the bad ones, Metallic Mimic is good. And in general, yeah, Counter Souls is nice because it helps you go through contest spells, but it actually makes it easier to cast Gembrazer. So you actually have 2 off-and-tap sources for Gembrazer, which could make a difference, and you make it uncounterable to mutate. So it could also be decent versus Stormforge decks. And I like the Star City does much more than the Blinkmouse Nexus. We could have lost a game versus, we didn't lose, but there was a game versus Sultai we could have won if we had the Darcy Citadel, but we had Blinkmoth and then we couldn't. And I think, I mean, yeah, Blink mod in general doesn't really do it for me. I think 2 Dark Souls is great. They also work pretty well with Scrapyard Recombiner. And yeah. Yeah, that is the. I mean, I could see myself cutting 1 Phyrexian score and 1 Carnal Souls when playing the full playset. But this is more utility based again. So yeah, that was the league, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I finally played skills again. Alright, if you care about combo decks or not, then don't play more wet ball, play a second or pre-goes in everything. How do we shore up the Uro matchup? What does it? So what counter combos do you stop with Torpor Orb? I'm just thinking. I'm like, I have no idea. Maybe yeah, I guess you stop the copycat combo. You don't really stop Heliod, I guess. Stop a lot of cards in Heliod, but you don't stop Heliod. I guess actually it's probably pretty good versus Dead on Taxes, right? Oh yeah, it's really good against Dead on Taxes. Torpor Orb. Maybe a second Torpor Orb would be nice. There's not a lot of combo. Maybe it's just kind of a default. So against Uro, I honestly don't know how you beat Uro, man. Like if people knew how to beat Uro, this would not be the case. You know what I mean? But what I would do, okay, more of a thought. Okay, I close this. Anyway, guys, if you're buying Jumpstart to resolve the singles, shame on you. Okay, Uro. I didn't play against this deck specifically. I think this deck has 2 things going on for it. As Uro and as Fieldred. And Mystic Sanctuary. I guess this is the strongest part of the deck. And the rest kind of works with it, because Omnath, of course, also, benefits from lands, and you want to play lands anyway, so why not just play Omnath and run 6. So I think the Uro matchup, you shore it by playing Relic of Progenitus. That is the best card versus them. Yeah, I saw that, it's fine. So probably would play Relic of Progenitus. Doesn't seem, I mean, basically what Relic does is, let's say post board, right? What do they bring? They bring Fry Sprout, maybe they bring this, and that's it. So they have basically no Summon Resurrection, nothing. So you basically will face almost this same deck. Maybe they will cut Force of Negations, but maybe they will keep them too. So you'll face something like this post board. So the things they beat you is Cryptic Command with Mystic Sanctuary, and Mystic Sanctuary bringing back paths, and Uro just being Uro. So if you're able to stop Uro, you're able to stop Mystic Sanctuary, and you're able to stop Ren 6 even. I mean, maybe you have a chance. I think Relic turn 1 is the best play against them. Puts so much pressure on them to have to do something. And they're trying to stretch their threat, so they play only 2 Teferis, 1 Jace, 1 hero, 1 Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, so maybe even cut one of these. And of course, Omnath is very strong, and Omnath is hard to kill. I don't know. I mean, it's strong, but if you it's strong, but if you look, okay, let's look at the challenges. I'm gonna feed on soon. I'm not gonna play more, guys. I gotta go. But let's say this is the challenge of Saturday. Jaunt won. What the fuck? I mean, it's not Jaunt. It is a sort of Jaunt deck, an aggressive Jaunt deck with Lurus. He won. Second was Crabbind. Third was Nif to Light with Uro, Prison Uro. This is like a Wasteland Strangler deck. You know what I mean? Like, okay, there were 2 Uro decks, but that means that it's unbeatable. It just means that they are. By the way, some Uro decks have been playing this Time Wrap. They play this Time Wrap, and they play, I think, 4 Mystic Sanctuaries, and they log you out of the game with Cryptic Command. And so Mystic Sanctuary bringing that Time Wrap, so even more important Relic. you know, human, Jaunt, another Jaunt. Humans, I think this was Sultai. So, you know, there's a variety of decks, not only Uro decks. There's a lot of Uro, and there's a lot of Omnath, and I would be very happy if they banned Omnath or Uro. Probably Uro. And because Omnath still can be played in Elementals and stuff, but Uro. So I would say the thing with Modern, though, is you can lose to the most popular deck and still win a tournament. Because there are just so many decks that you may not face the Uro pile. Or you may face it and lose. Or win, because the biggest enemy of Uro piles is this. This is their biggest enemy. 27 lands, colorless Tablan. What is this thing? Tablans until turn 4. They play what? 4, 6, 8, 9 Tablans on a 27 land deck. They have less untapped Sorcerer's Stone 1 than we do on Hardened skills. But of course, if they draw like a fetch land and run and 6, they're set. So yeah, this is brutal. This deck is. It's more like a combo deck. So yeah, you can beat Uro. You know, like it's not an impossible deck to beat. I would be very happy if they were no Uro, but yeah. And then the other challenge was won by the Border Devastation. Like what the hell? This deck has been the same deck forever, and sometimes it just spikes. That's is pretty well positioned right now as well. And second place was Respect the Cat with Yorion Taxes. Okay, that's what I was left to see, man. I mean, this is cool. You cannot say this is not cool. You could just play the same deck without Yorion and it would be probably as strong. They play Confounding Conundrum. Finally! Finally! Somebody decided to play this card. This is amazing, man. I love this deck, actually. I mean, I wouldn't play it, but I'll play this deck with just less cards. Just why would you play like Lurses and, you know, the Glassful Mimic just copies something. Why not play the Glassful Mimics and play the thing you want to copy anyway? I like these. I really think Spellqueller has a space and taxes, and Spellqueller works much better than some of the other guys they play. I love this, man. I mean, I think this deck was very lucky to win, and the reason for it is this. Yorion doesn't do that much in this deck because you need a ton of mana to cast it. And you're only playing 27 lands on an 80 card deck, so you're not like, you know, a line deck. You're not going to put your vial to 5. And you will draw way less vials in this version than if you had 60 cards. And vial is by far the best card. So I think this guy just got very lucky, or this person got very lucky and got people and cut people off guard. I guess they play 4 Glassful Mimics, which are 4 more lands. Okay. I see this. I'm not sold. I think they basically will find less the cards they need, right? Anyway. And then there was an Electro Balance deck, a Dimir deck. 31 lands, yeah. Pretty bad. Some Blue Moon deck, jeez. You can play anything in Modern, man. Good. Need to light. I mean, Azorius Control straight up. Like basically, I guess this is an answer to the Uro matchups. Uro decks is that Uro decks are actually not a control deck. They're more like a mid-range deck, and this deck could maybe just stop them on their tracks without the counter spells. Who knows? This was a lot of Azorius Control. Interesting. Anyway, guys, that is the stream. Yeah, but they only play like they mostly play 3 drops, so I don't know. It looked fine, the deck. I mean, it definitely worked because they got second, but I think you could play this deck without playing the Yorion. Maybe cutting. You could cut the Deputies, the Selfless Saviors, basically the Luruses and 2 Glasspool Mimics, 7 lands, and put 2 of these only, and you will be fine. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. I'll see you in the next one.